We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Brought him down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Gun. Here's Josh Rosen. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. 20! Touchdown, New Orleans! Michael Thomas, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
From midfield, here's Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And down inside the 10 and the 9. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
2nd down and goal. Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Here's Brady to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. again. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
14, Buccaneers 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From the 27th, Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. This one from 46 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After 17-7 the score on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7.
On first down, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Rosen. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll run it with Camara, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Rosen now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd down now. It's Patterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
From his end zone, it's Brady on 3rd and long. A quick pass here to Godwin. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll run. This is Camara. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete. And I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Jenkins on the coverage.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Malcolm Jenkins. And he is all the way up past the 25. This is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he must be on the field at all times.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 12, Rosen, and it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. From the gun, it's Rosen. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Cordero Patterson on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how monitors what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And complete this one to Patterson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Brady. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
Throwing again on second down. Brady is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Score Saints 17. Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They start the second half with Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First down.
On play action, Rosen. And it's caught, the tight end Hill. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd down.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Rosen to throw. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. Flush to his right. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until it popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They've done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance.
A trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for the Buccaneer TD.
Actually lining up for the extra.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
To throw again on second down. Rosen looking long for Thomas. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Going up top for Miller. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score's going to stay right where it is.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100.
Big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Then we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now this time, Brady will throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Throwing now is Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And that ball popped free. We could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
24.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the counter, here's Kamara. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 34, Saints 31.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now, well, they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He's got Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa.
48-yard line.
To throw, it's Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Past the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scotty Miller with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Out. 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line is really hunkered down and established himself.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Buccaneers 48. Saints.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Rosen to throw again. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Forced out to his left. Incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
3rd and long here for Rosen. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing just outside his own goal line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. And they take a knee.
Today's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tampa Bay, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.